Obviously, we didn't do good enough. We missed a fourth down opportunity there. Penalty when we got them stopped to kick a field goal. We got a really 100% controlled penalty, dumb penalty on our part, and then they had three big special teams plays in a row. And so we got to do a better job of putting ourselves in better situations.
What's sort of your message to the team after a loss like this? You talked about adversity, but how do you kind of keep them?
Yeah, I think that's what it's about. It's a test of adversity. It's how you respond. You have to narrow your focus, look at the items that are good, and certainly recognize those. But again, we did not do enough to start the game to put ourselves in a really good position to be competitive there. And so, there's no one's going to feel bad for you. No one's going to come save you or anything. We got to put in a bunch of work, and we got to get better right now, and put ourselves in better position moving forward.
How would you describe this team's discipline right now?
Yeah, we're not clean enough. We're not clean enough. Too many penalties again, and too many of them that are under our control. There's judgment penalties in every single game, but the ones that we can control, we can't have that. We got to do a better job.
You mentioned those three special teams plays in a row. Like, what did you see that was going wrong against on special teams?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think obviously they took advantage of a couple opportunities. They had a really good design on the kick return, the punt block. We got to be better there. The punt return, again, they made a play, and so we got to do a better job there certainly. And that'll be something for us to certainly spend a lot of time this week getting better.
Is it a punt return touchdown just a matter of kind of out-kicking the coverage on that, or?
It's a great question. I'll have to look at it more closely, but certainly, you can kick it deep, but we still got an opportunity to get that one down and get ourselves back in position.
In your history, when penalties like that and slow starts like that have become a consistent theme, how can coaching overcome that, or where can you pinpoint that?
Yeah, we got to do I think we got to do a great job of studying this. We got, there's no throw this film away and just move on. This is 100%. We have to evaluate every little item that happened today and get better from it. Again, we did not put ourselves in a good enough position to start the game. It starts with me, and we got to find the solution.
Obviously, nitpicking with the scoreboard the way it was, but how come the decisions to go for the field goal in the first half still and both the times?
Yeah, just taking points at that point. We just got to get some momentum going our way, and so obviously we knew it was an uphill battle from at that point, and we're going to have to be really perfect to have any chance moving forward. And so yeah.
So the one before halftime in particular, when you were on the 5-yard line, is
yeah.
it because you felt like a field goal could help you?
Yeah, I felt like we need to earn some points out of that drive, and we got some points, and we'll see if we can stop them and get ourselves at least in a position where you got to play the game perfect to have a chance. But we just need to get something going.
Along that note, I know we've asked you about Blake Griffey before. Are you concerned about him? I know that was a long field goal.
Yeah, it was a longer one. Obviously, we got to find a way. We just got to keep getting better, and that's all we can do.
It's heat of the moment, of course, coming right out of the game. But how do you go about establishing sort of the accountability when it comes to repeated issues like penalties and things like that?
Yeah, I think it's something we have to spend a lot of time, acknowledge, talk through, and obviously understand. If someone can't play that way, then obviously we got to find the guys who can. But I have all the confidence in the world. These guys will respond the right way. This is going to be a really, really valuable lesson for us today. This is going to be a really valuable lesson. Our guys are going to learn from this. It doesn't feel good at all, but again, no one's going to come help you. We got to dig in together and find the solutions.
And how do you go about balancing sort of those two things of having to find the guys that can do the thing that you need them to, but also giving those other guys the opportunity to rebound?
Yeah, that's obviously going to have to be the theme of this week is how we respond, and it's going to start with tomorrow in film session, how we respond, how we evaluate it, everyone being very honest with each other, with yourself most importantly, and finding the road that you're going to navigate that gets you become a better player and put yourself in a better position next week.
Does anything strike you about maybe what you need to do differently going forward in terms of the preparation?
Yeah, obviously it's something we'll have to study. Obviously we're not. We did not play up to our standard today at all, and it's on me. And so I got to find what parts that we can improve on, get better at, and we'll find it.
When we talk about discipline, is it like the penalties are obvious, but are there other things you're seeing in terms of lack of attention to detail and other aspects of the game?
I think our guys are playing are battling the right way. I don't take that for granted. I think our guys are competing each and every play. Certainly that second half, our guys are still going for it, which I certainly appreciate. We got to knock down the hard situations, and there's competitive situations. Again, we always talk about there's big plays that change games, and they can happen in any of the 4 quarters. And so whether it's the beginning of the game, towards the end, we just got to find a way to be more consistent.
I know it's easier said than done to, suggest getting the ball downfield more, but I mean, these 10, 12, 14 play drives when things are going well, is that by design and how you want to play these games, or are you not getting the opportunities you're looking for?
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, it's really hard when you put yourself behind like that. They can sit there and play on top of everything. They're up by 28 plus points or whatever it is, and so they're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the long way. We do have to find a way to get downfield more often. That's certainly the goal and the aspiration, but we got to put ourselves in positions to actually be able to accomplish that.
What are your thoughts on Spence with that?
Yeah, I thought Spence played fine. I thought he gave us some opportunities. He did some good things. We just got in too many obvious pass situations, and we weren't able to get the explosive plays. And I got to find a way to put him and help him be in better positions.
Despite the loss, what does it mean to you coming back to your home state, being the head coach of the New Orleans Saints?
Yeah, obviously, I think a lot of us, we all have different experiences in this NFL. We all have hometowns in different spots, and so obviously, I appreciate my time here. I do love this place, but it's far from my thoughts right now, to be honest.
Both times you guys have tried the tush push this year, you guys have been penalized. I mean, is that overstating things to make a direct correlation between how much you practice it versus how it looks?
Yeah. Right now we're 0 for 2, and we've invested a lot of time in it, and we're 0 for 2, and so obviously we got to get better there.
Quincy Riley seemed like he entered the game even before a lot of backups started entering the game. Was that something you came into this game?
Yeah, he played a little bit more. Yeah, we kind of anticipated that being the formula. Play him a little bit more, just get him a little bit more in the rotation, and we'll just kind of see how that progresses.
Kool-Aid was healthy at that time?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah.
Just for the sake of avoiding any assumptions, the decision to go to Tyler Shuck, can you tell us a little bit about?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to get as many of those young guys in and give them a couple snaps in the game at that point. Obviously, we weren't going to win the football game. Try and get Tyler a few reps, in a situation,
With this kind of start to the season, is it too early to start considering personnel changes? Do you look at that already?
No, I mean, our job's to get better right now and just get better and put ourselves in a really good position to be successful. And so we're not there yet. We're 0 for 3 so far. Doesn't feel good for anyone, but we got opportunities ahead of ourselves, and we got a group of guys that need to look forward, and they will look forward and get better this week and go for it next week.
Do you think that challenging environment here played a factor in your first growth here?
Obviously we had a couple penalties on the offensive line with the pre-snap. Those again under our control. We got to do a better job there. But again, yeah, we got behind it. We got behind in a tough environment too early, and that's a challenging formula in this league.
Was Trevor like an emergency option today?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, he's just getting back into it, and so he had a great week, and so we'll see how it progresses this week. Again.
You said a couple of times here today that this whole thing starts with you.
Yeah.
And so what's kind of like the first thing that comes to mind for you that stands out as like, I want to do that better, or I want to improve this, or whatever that might be for you?
Yeah, obviously we got to be prepared and put ourselves in the best position to be successful. We got to eliminate all the silly things. We need our guys to just play fast, free, and confident, and we got to get there. And again, we got to find the formula. We got to look into this film really, really closely, and hold each other accountable. Starts with me again, and we'll find a solution.